Alright boys, we got a trade recap today for Friday, May 16th. I'm getting this video out a little later, so I do apologize. I usually like to upload these right when I'm done trading so that it's easier for you guys to compare because we were just in the market trading. But life got in the way and I was a little busy and haven't been able to record this video until now. But today I took one main loss right here. And then I also took a smaller sized win during the PM session. We'll go over why I even took this, why I was even looking at the market during PM, because I don't normally trade PM and I don't really like trading PM. But this was a lower size trade, so I still am down on the day. I just cut my losses a little over in half. I saved a little bit of money right here. On this smaller sized win. Like I said, smaller size because it is in the PM session. I don't like PM, but it was textbook, and we'll go over that in a second. But first of all, let's go over the trade on NQ when the market opened this morning and what I did wrong and how I can improve on it in the future. Hopefully you guys can find some value out of this. So coming to the day, I was bullish. For me, the bias was pretty obvious because all the higher time frames were bullish, right? We're still holding bullish structure. We're holding bullish for value gap, so there's no reason to do anything other than play that bullish continuation to the upside until the market shifts market structure on the higher time frames. And right now, all the higher time frames, the market structure has been bullish. So I wanted to see these hourly for value gaps hold. We had this big one that we were holding here. We opened up a new one coming into the market open that I wanted to see hold and see this 1 hour buy side get taken. So we rebalanced to the 1 hour for value gap right here, and we got an entry model. Literally right when market opened, and I got stopped out of this trade so fast, and then the market just chopped around and did nothing. But if we come down, we came down to sweep liquidity within the hourly for value gap. Then we got put in an internal SMT, and we got our inverse and our change in the state of delivery. And so I entered on this candle right here. The one big thing though that I can say about this trade is we never ran through this big bearish fair value gap. That's one thing that was wrong with this trade in my opinion. Yes, the entry model was there, and so entry model's there. I'm gonna take the trade if it aligns with my bias. But that's one reason why the trade probably didn't work out. We still had this huge bearish imbalance. Another reason why it didn't work out, in my opinion, is because we did nothing for the first hour of market open. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people got chopped up in this mess right here today. Apparently today was OPEX for May. I was not aware of the options expiration. I'm not too familiar with that. I tend to think that options expiration happens towards the end of the month, so having it during the middle of the month is a little strange. But some people were saying that's why the market was chopping around for so long this morning. Who knows? All I know is that conditions weren't great, even though we did have 9 a.m. High impact news, and we still continue to chop around. So I wanted to be bullish, right, and see this continuation higher. So that was the full loss in the day. One thing that I will say about this trade, and that I've gone back in my journal and reviewed, is that I feel like a lot of my losses in trading happen when there's a lack of an internal model. What do I mean? Right here we have this hourly buy model. We are tapping into an hourly PD array. The hourly chart is our high time frame. In this scenario, it's the highest time frame. It's the highest time frame PD array within the range. That is our high time frame model. So scaling in, there is no confirmation yet of a lower time frame model because there has not yet been displacement to the upside and a pullback to a lower time frame for fair value gap. That would be like confirming, getting that market structure shift on the lower middle time frames. The lower time frames is what would give me that confirmation. Usually it's in the form of a 5-minute fair value gap and a 5-minute market structure shift when scaling in from a 1 hour from the 1 hour chart. But in this scenario, because it's within the first 30 minutes of market open, I like to allow myself to scale down and cheat one time frame. And so scaling in from the hourly high time frame model directly to the 1 minute chart, I think is what causes this kind of trade here to not work out as well, because there's no confirmation yet. So I think in the future, if there's a lack of a lower time frame model, confirmation of a lower time frame model, then I'm going to honestly need to see displacement in order to be taking a trade here above a significant swing high, and then enter on that pullback to a bullish for value gap. Yes, the entry model is here, but I'm going to try that out. It's going to cause me to be a little bit more patient, and needing to see that lower time frame buy model be confirmed. And a prime example of that is the winning smaller trade that I took on ES. Now, why is that? It's because the exact same scenario. The only difference is the middle time frame in this scenario had confirmation. There was a lower time frame model inside of the higher time frame model. What do I mean? We have the higher time frame model tapping into the 1 hour fair value gap. This right here, higher time frame, scaling into the from here to the 5 minute chart, we have confirmation of the move higher. Why is that? Sorry, my allergies are going crazy. Because we have the market structure shift and the displacement in a middle time frame fair value gap within the higher time frame model. Now the middle time frame fair value gap is the 15 minute, because that's the highest time frame fair value gap in this scenario. But it's the same thing. We had a close above a significant swing high on the 15 minute. We open up this 15 minute bullish imbalance. So this is a PD array in which I can zoom into within the high time frame model, if that makes sense, because then we go to the 1 minute chart within this 15 minute fair value gap, and this is all still in reaction within the 1 hour model. So now we scale into the 15 minute and we get that entry model, CISD, inverse fair value gap, SMT, manipulation within the 15 minute. We have CISD, IFEG. Yes, we did take this internal high before coming down and getting my entry and tapping, literally bottom tick this on the CISD, pull back to the order block area, and I was still willing to go long here in this scenario, A, because I was lower size, and B, because I had a ton of confidence in this hourly buy side liquidity because of the displacement on the 15 minute and the 5 minute charts, which are the middle time frame within the 1 hour bigger time frame model. I hope that makes sense, and I'm kind of going fast because I don't feel the best right now. You can probably hear it in my voice, and I'm kind of sick and tired of being on the computer today. But that's essentially the market recap, trade recap for today, and how I'm going to go about trying to improve my trading, and why I think this first trade failed. It's because there was a lack of confirmation of the lower time frame model within the hourly fair value gap. So that's what I saw in the market today. Let me know if y'all took a trade. I know, I'm sorry I'm getting this video out a little later than normal, but I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the support on the channel. It truly means a lot to me, and my goal is to just keep killing it, keep pushing out content each and every single day, and growing this channel to, however big it's going to become, and to provide as much free value as possible to you guys and be as transparent as possible. This is how I saw the market today. This is how I executed. And no, this chop sucked, right? This chop was awful. But let me know if you are able to catch a win today. And I'm hoping that, you'll find a lot of value out of these market recaps, because I believe the way that I view the market is the best way to view the market. And yeah, man, that's going to do it for this video. Potentially going to push out a weekly outlook video for this upcoming trading week. I haven't made one of those in a while, actually, just because I've been super busy on the weekends. But we are just pumping up 30% on the NASDAQ from these tariff lows. Will we make new all-time highs? Who knows? But we've ran through the majority of these weekly bearish imbalances. Yeah, I mean, we've continued to run through these bearish weekly imbalances. The next one is here on ES, and the next one, we're already in the last one on NQ. We're very close to all-time highs. I think if the indexes push and make set new all-time highs, then all the tariff FUD and fear in the market is probably, for the most part, going to be behind us. We'll just have to wait and see how it plays out in the higher time frames. And obviously that would be great. So got a lot of long-term buys in on the indexes when we had that huge crash. Those are looking great. But yeah, man, I'm gonna stop rambling on here. That's the market recap, trade recap for today. Ended up being a smaller loss because I was able to make back a little bit on that smaller size trade in the PM session. But that's gonna do it for me. I appreciate you watching. I will see you on the next one. Peace out, boys.